All right, let's dive right in. Today, we are talking about one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful, concept in marketing, sales funnel design. We're going to completely reframe how you look at that journey. The one from a totally random browser to a raving, loyal customer. Let's get to it. So let me ask you this. Does it ever feel like your marketing is just chaos? Like you're just throwing stuff at a wall and praying something sticks? You're running some ads here, posting on social media there, sending out a few emails, but nothing really connects. There's no clear path. If that sounds even a little bit familiar, you are in exactly the right place. So to cut through that chaos, we've got a 5-step roadmap for you today. First, we'll nail down what a modern funnel actually looks like. Then, we'll get inside your buyer's head. After that, we'll cover attracting and nurturing the right leads. And finally, we'll talk about turning those customers into your biggest fans for life. Okay, let's start building that roadmap. First things first, we have to understand the modern sales funnel, not just as some marketing tactic, but as the core strategy that's going to drive your business's growth. So, what is a sales funnel really? Well, at its heart, it's a model of the journey your customer takes. Think of it as the deliberate, strategic path you create to guide a complete stranger, someone who has no idea who you are, into becoming a loyal customer and eventually one of your core supporters. Now, you've probably seen this before. Classically, the journey is broken down into 4 key stages. You've got awareness. That's when people first find out you exist. Then comes interest, where they start poking around and learning more. Next is the decision stage, where they're weighing their options, comparing you to others. And finally, action. Boom. They make the purchase. But here's the thing, that classic funnel has evolved. A lot. The traditional model was just a straight line that stopped dead at the sale. The modern approach, it's a continuous cycle. It recognizes that in today's world, the relationship doesn't end at the purchase, it's really just getting started. Okay, so if this modern funnel is all about relationships, then the next logical step is to figure out who exactly we're building that relationship with. Right? Before you can design the path, you have to know who's going to be walking down it. We all like to think of ourselves as super logical buyers, but the truth is most purchasing decisions are not rational at all. They're driven by emotions, by gut feelings, by cognitive biases we don't even realize we have. Understanding this psychology, that's your secret weapon for building a funnel that works. So, how do we get that deep understanding? It's all about segmentation. We can slice up our audience in 3 main ways. You've got demographics, which tell us who they are, age, location, income. Then there's psychographics, which tell us why they buy, their values, their interests, their lifestyle. And finally, behavioral data, which shows us what they actually do, their purchase history, and how loyal they are to certain brands. All right, so you've done the work. You have this crystal clear picture of your ideal customer. Now what? Well, now we have to get their attention. So let's talk about how to attract those perfect leads and pull them right into the top of your funnel. When it comes to getting leads, there are really 2 main paths you can take. You've got organic methods, things like content and SEO, which are amazing for building long-term trust and authority. Then you've got paid methods, like ads, which give you speed, scale, and some seriously precise targeting. Honestly, the best strategies use a smart mix of both. Now, on the organic side of things, these are your 3 pillars. SEO makes sure people can actually find you when they're searching. Content marketing is what provides the value that builds trust and answers all their burning questions. And community building creates a home for them, a place for real interaction. These 3 things work together to naturally draw the right people to you. And for paid ads, these are the heavy hitters. PPC ads, think Google ads, put you right in front of people who are actively looking for what you offer. Social media ads let you use all that juicy demographic and psychographic data to find your people. And retargeting? Oh, that is your secret weapon for bringing back people who checked you out but weren't quite ready to pull the trigger. So, getting someone's attention, that's just the first step. Now comes the really delicate part of the journey, taking that initial spark of interest and nurturing it, building up enough trust to guide them towards making a decision. This is where the magic happens. So, what's the best way to do that? Well, when it comes to nurturing leads, email is still the undisputed king. It lets you have a direct, personal conversation. But email can't do it alone. It needs great content to deliver that value we talked about, and it needs social media to keep the conversation going. Think of them as a team working together. And all of this work, all the ads, the content, the nurturing, the trust building, it all leads to one single place, one critical moment, your landing page. Seriously, think of it like the final act of a play. This is the moment where interest must become action, and every single detail, from the headline down to the color of the button, absolutely matters. Hey, remember how we said the modern funnel is a cycle, not a straight line? Well, this is where that idea really comes to life. The sale is not the end of the road. No way. It's the beginning of a brand new phase that's all about creating loyalty and sparking new growth. So what happens after someone buys? This is where you double down. You follow up with personalized messages. You provide customer support that blows them away. You create loyalty or referral programs that reward them for sticking around. You keep giving them valuable content. This is how you turn a simple one-time transaction into a real long-term relationship. And that brings us to the ultimate goal of the entire funnel. You're not just trying to get a satisfied customer. That's table stakes. You're trying to create a passionate brand advocate. Because when you get that right, your customers become your single best marketing channel, doing the selling for you. So I want to leave you with this one question to really think about. Look at your own marketing right now. Is your funnel just built to process a transaction? Or is it truly designed from top to bottom to build a relationship? The answer to that question will define your future. We just talked about how absolutely critical your landing page is, right? It's that make or break moment where all your hard work either pays off or it doesn't. So to help you completely master that step, I have put together a totally free ebook for you called How to Craft Effortless Landing Pages for Your Funnels. It breaks down exactly what you need to do to create pages that convert like crazy. The link to download it is right there in the description below. Go grab your copy now. I really hope this was helpful.